Hello, fine scouts and intrepid internet travelers. Welcome to my channel. I'm Josh, your Binge Buffoon, if you will have me. Today, I'm going to be watching Doctor Who's 4th special of 2023, which is its Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road. It's the moment of truth for Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson, I believe her name is, who plays Ruby, the titular Ruby of this episode. I know a lot of people were already endeared to him because they watched Sex Education, and the end of the giggle, they were like, oh, this man is the Doctor. I'm not so easily sold. I will hold on to my love for David Tennant. I'm trying to think of until when. Forever. I kind of wish I were David Tennant. Or at least the 10th Doctor. That man was fierce. I think this episode is going to either be one of those Christmas specials that misses, which people will then decide bodes ill for season 1, or this episode will hit and silence all the naysayers. But word on the street is this episode won over the people it was going to win over. I'm excited for it. I don't know the mythology surrounding goblins in the universe of Doctor Who, but I know they're in this episode and I'm intrigued. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded this in a timely fashion. The holidays, and we got New Year's is 2 days away as I look at my computer. So resolutions, everyone, they don't matter. Just do what you want to every day forever and stop pretending that some periodic promise to yourself is going to change your life. You don't even like yourself. Why would you keep your word to yourself? How about you just start liking yourself? How about you try that? How about you just like yourself? How about that's your resolution? But it's not your resolution. Just do it. I'm projecting again onto you, my reasonably priced webcam. I'm just gonna get into this. Reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's art. You know, sometimes I'm already talking to this camera before I even hit record. Maybe I'm just trying to get in the rhythm of things. I guess the point of me sharing that is to ultimately say that I don't think this YouTube thing is healthy for me or anyone else who films themselves and tries to be as authentic as possible, which is borderline impossible because you know you're on camera. So then sometimes you play to the camera, but then you're like, no, I don't want to do that because then I'm being inauthentic. And it's this fucking, you're like a snake eating its tail upstairs. At least that's how my mind works. I can never turn the volume down on the things I want to. You know, it's never quiet. I very much have one of those everyone does. You know what I mean? Like if I say don't think about an elephant, what are you going to think about? You're going to think about an elephant. And probably your high school bully riding that elephant. And they're on their way to your house, bro. Get out of there. Go. Go somewhere else. Because, what, are you going to lock the door? It's an elephant. The fuck am I talking about?
Once upon a time, late on Christmas Eve, a stranger came to the church
on Ruby Road. Merry Christmas, everyone! Very belated Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas, sorry.
A newborn child.
So is this going to be Ruby?
She left her daughter on the steps of the church.
I like this, that we're meeting the companion as a child, sort of.
And they named her Ruby.
Yeah, after the place she was found. Just because that's how we met Amelia Pond, you know.
As for the mother, she was never seen again.
And he
until
shows
that
up.
night.
Yeah, here we go.
A traveler known as the Doctor.
He's narrating his own story. It's a bit narcissistic. Just kidding. I'm gonna throw a theory out there. The mother who we don't know the identity of. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the man-eated and pet-eated hand that picked up the master's soul and the tooth in the last episode, probably her mom, right?
And that's how I got my name, Ruby.
Oh no, she's an adult. Or I don't know how old this chick is. 19.
My A levels were not the best because we had to leave Manchester to move down here because we came and looked after me gran and we couldn't afford care and she was.
I feel like she's got a northern accent though. So Manchester, yeah, duh. Her accent reminds me of my stepsister's kid and my stepsister who live in Sheffield.
You don't mind me using the word foundling, do you?
No, that's fine. It's what I am. I was found.
Foundling. I guess that's better than orphan. Just reminds me of Grogu.
The reason why we make this show is to see if we can help you.
We're gonna find her mom.
So, we've taken your sample. We're hoping to be able to trace your birth mother or someone in your family. But Ruby, we can't. And if we do make contact,
The goblin hand. Oh, they just like inconveniencing you.
Just the truth.
Oh no, they set this up as to ruin the show, derail maybe the finding of her birth parents. Damn. Oh, nice.
Sorry, everyone.
Falling down on my
Just jamming hard.
one touch to show my
Wait, does he know? He must know something about her. Well, he was when she was a baby. He was there.
Thank you. But you were just over there.
Can I ask, does that happen to you a lot? Knocking things over?
He's onto the goblins.
Merry Christmas.
She's gobsmacked by him. He is incredibly charming, I will say that. He has that charisma about him. And his confidence that he has in these scenes, and it says the same goes for his scenes in The Giggle. Like, that's everything. If you have the confidence to be the doc, from what I saw of Jodie Whittaker, no offense to Jodie Whittaker, and it has a lot to do with the way her character was written, but the fact that she lacked so much confidence is what didn't sell her to a lot of people as the Doctor, including myself. So are these goblins trying to actually hurt Ruby? Oh, that's right. His sonic screwdriver is not in the shape of a screwdriver. It's kind of like a hockey puck now. Dude. Oh, this landed on him.
A pram at midnight.
it's my shopping.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to report this.
Name, the doctor. Occupation, not a doctor. Address, that blue box over there. And I just got snowman, and I would like to go.
Snowman. See, this guy isn't confident at all. He's never going to be able to successfully give anyone any sort of citation at this rate.
She's gonna say yes.
Who is?
Your girlfriend.
Except people who, like, want him to succeed. Like, he could give his mom a ticket. She'd be like, you go, good for you, honey.
It's a screwdriver.
Which is sonic. And that
Oh.
precise ping is detecting a 2-carat diamond in your pocket.
Oh, he's nervous because...
But how do you know she'll say yes?
Because the sales start on Tuesday, and you just couldn't wait. And that's why she loves you.
Oh, man.
Christmas.
She says yes.
And he just said that to give him the confidence he needed. I like how we're leading up to Christmas Day. This is cool. They're giving Ncuti really good dialogue so far. I shouldn't say so far, like I expect RTD to drop the ball.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm not what you'd call decrepit. I do my calisthenics, I keep myself fit and able.
Good for you. Strength training is important, especially when you get older.
25 minutes flat. Blisters the size of apples.
That actually, cardio is important, but bad for your joints at your age.
Have you seen what he's done? Putting that there?
Well, what makes you think it was me?
Because you've never liked me. I've seen you looking.
It's just what neighbors do.
Police box. I haven't seen one on the streets of London for 50 years. And I don't want to see one now.
Now she's gonna drop all her groceries. It'll be interesting to see how the goblins tie into her story, and also if her story ties into the whole upcoming season, her origin story.
We're having a baby!
No way, you kidding?
Little girl.
Seriously?
What? I don't... What's going on?
We're having a baby?
That's Christmas ruined.
Are they adopting?
She's coming round with the baby right
I
now.
actually really like this actress right now. Normally, companions take a minute to grow on me. That's not true. I liked Amelia right away, and I did like Clara right away. I didn't like Rose as much as other people did. Oh, and Donna, obviously.
Hey, come here. Come here. I got lucky with my name. I bet this one's all Christmassy like Noel. She's called Lulu Bell.
Oh,
What
that's a
terrible
terrible
name.
name.
Absolutely
Yeah.
What happened to the mum?
Just can't cope, and the family is too complicated for words. You've been painting.
Making the place our own. Because we're never going to move her.
I am not going anywhere. Shackle me to this bed. And where is my cup of tea? Not moving.
Okay, don't. Your age, you should do whatever you want. My grandma is 97. She turns 98 soon, couple months. She still apologizes for things. I said, Grandma, do whatever the fuck you want. When we go out to dinner, just play the I'm old and I need to sit down card. I don't care. Let's do it.
Fashionable again.
Smile!
Let's go for it. Not for my benefit, for yours. When we don't have reservations, I mean, you know what I mean?
I'm leaving you in charge. Rule number 1. Don't lose the baby.
She's gonna lose the baby. The goblins are gonna take the baby.
It's Davina. Davina McCall?
Oh my god.
Yeah. They didn't find her birth parents.
There is no trace of mum or dad.
No one expected that. Except her.
I mean, in the whole wide world, my mother's never left a blood sample or anything. I'm sorry.
Can you legally do that, though? Find someone who may not want to be found without involving the authorities?
Ruby, have you been having any bad luck recently?
Gee, they went after this woman.
Ever since that day, it's never stopped.
Just an anvil falls at her head?
I fell off a boat on dry land.
Oh, God.
It all comes back to when I met.
Wait, is she a bad luck bait? Like, is that her MO? She's bad luck? The goblins follow her? Maybe that's why mom ditched her.
I can make it stop. I'm terrified. Sooner or later.
This is gonna kill her.
And next
The tree's gonna kill her. You can't be killed like by a Christmas tree like that, though. Yeah, they're taking the baby.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Damn. I was gonna say, like, you'd think that if you were her, you'd be like, that's an alien. But maybe they are aliens. Everything in this show is ultimately an alien. You think it's a vampire, it's actually an alien. You know what I mean? You think it's a goblin, maybe it's actually an alien. What's going on? They have a... Oh yeah, like a pirate ship in the sky? I saw the clip from this episode. The preview.
Did you just hiss at me? Was that a hiss?
What? That's what she's reacting to? The hiss?
No. Give me back my baby.
Just go.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, is this what he says now? Because he said what the hell in the last episode.
They've got the baby!
What's your name?
Ruby Sunday.
Hello, Ruby Sunday. And it's a Sunday right now. I'm the doctor. Hi.
Finally, oh, never mind. The dog.
Intelligent gloves. One each. Should work. Put it on. Because I thought to myself, what's the problem with hanging on? That's better. The glove takes all my weight. All the weight is in the glove.
Oh, his theme's dope, though. His theme is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, all the mass and density and mavity exists in the glove.
Mavity is a thing. Forever.
Do you know why they call them goblins? Because they like to gobble you up. And this lot want to gobble up the baby.
Well, they eat babies. Beautiful. Goblins are never good. Dungeons and Dragons, they're terrible. I can't think of anything else right now that features goblins, but they always suck. Except I think I read a book once where goblins weren't bad. There was a kingdom and there was a princess and there was goblins that lived underground and they were discriminated against, but they weren't actually... Forget it.
It's my birthday.
It's your what now?
Oh, never mind me. They're going to eat Lulabelle. What time's dinner?
No, but it's Lulabelle's birthday.
She's a great companion to have for the long term because every Christmas specials we get to say a happy birthday, Ruby.
Mean anything. It is just a coincidence.
No.
Coincidence is what makes the baby tasty. That's how they... Chance and coincidence and luck. That's how I spotted you. These goblins are time riders. They can surf the waves of time. They spotted the chance of coincidence and they went back and they wove you in.
How do you know all of this?
I don't. It's a brand new science for me and I love it. The language of luck.
What do you mean he doesn't know, though?
They are not time travelers. Excuse me. Time travelers are great. Like the best. Like, wow.
Wait, how did you do that?
I spent a long, hot summer with Harry Houdini.
Wait, what? So this doctor's gay? When was that set up? Or hinted at? I'm just kidding. Also, we just changed another detail about a historical figure. People are not gonna like that.
Well, if you gave me a hand...
I am learning the vocabulary of rope. This stuff is their version of wires and electricity. So if we...
Well, you can speak Rove!
None of this makes any sense. I guess it doesn't have to. But this feels more like magic than, like, I don't know.
I think that's the dinner goal.
3 minutes to...
Would you get service up here like this? I guess. Or your clock would still work, I guess.
Baby blood and baby bones. Baby butter for the baby scones. Little baby feet, little baby toes. Amazing.
This feels like something out of Harry Potter. Kinda. I mean, it's catchy.
Wonder whose ship this is.
He's the Goblin King, yes, the Goblin King. He's not a myth, he's an actual thing.
He's not a myth, he's an actual thing. Just like they're talking to us. This again also has some Little Nightmares vibes. They did that with the giggle.
He can eat me. He makes me swear.
I mean, he's not gonna eat the baby. We wouldn't eat a baby on Christmas like this in front of the whole family. You know, families watching this.
See? I'm the doctor, and this is my friend, Ruby Sunday.
Introductions.
Just like to say, why stop singing?
Oh, he wants in on it.
Rocket Janice!
How does he know her name? I guess information just comes to him now. And they... Well, how do they have this choreography up their sleeve?
It's good to meet you, good to greet you, good to say how diddly beat you. Up in the sky, the goblins you can go to how...
Well, this is a new one.
You reverse intelligent gloves, you get heavy.
Oh, it's all very convenient in this episode. It's just fun though. I think that's the only goal is fun right now.
Wow.
Wait, so they're just, that's it? It never ceases to amaze me how comfortable strangers are hugging the doctor. How many strangers do you hug? I guess he saved her. Never mind. Yeah, that was hug worthy.
Cherry Sunday.
Like a tasty treat.
Oh, I didn't even think of
I'll
that.
see you later, Cherry, okay? I don't think they'd invade. Their world is up there and they creep into ours on the edges.
Okay, so they are basically aliens.
Do they cause all accidents?
Maybe they do. Oh! Is there anything in the kitchen?
What do we do? Goblin proof it?
Dude, RTD was on something when he wrote this. And he was in a really good mood. Or just having a terrible day and he's like, I'm so sick of my luck today and these accidents. And he just got hit in the head and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna use it. And imagine the best day.
You have got the biggest family in the world.
Yeah.
I've got no one. Make sure the oven's off, yeah?
He says that like he's happy, kinda. I don't know. He doesn't feel anything that happened before, I guess.
Here comes Santa! Presents!
This is the doctor.
Hello.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
They're really good together, these two.
Everything alright?
Yeah, they're great together.
Can't get a cup of tea around here by loving harmony.
What's this?
Oh,
What's that supposed to be?
it's my friend. He was born... Look, not all of us can just come out and be Brad Pitt, okay? I was trying to make him feel special, so I was like, photo shoot.
Has been the worst day ever, and it is Christmas, and it's my birthday, and it's just been a disaster.
No.
They phoned from the TV show.
Using this as a distraction.
It's just nothing.
Oh, sweetheart.
So they're gonna relate on that level, the
I'm glad they
doctor
didn't
and
find
Ruby,
her.
but she
Do you
does
hear
have
me?
family,
Glad. I
obviously.
don't know if I could make room. Because you're all
Right.
mine. I was counting when I was out. Lulu Bell is the 33rd child I've fostered.
Wow.
I've got photos. Have a look on the fridge.
Yeah, I saw.
Only one of them stayed.
Oh.
And you made my life. You absolutely made my life.
I'm adopted. Yeah, I only found out recently.
So he still has the trauma of the timeless charts. Never mind.
Oh, you're a foundling, just like Ruby.
Yeah, right. They're gonna bond over this. That makes a lot of sense. RTD's even using Ruby's origin story as something to draw parallels with the Doctor. Something to use to draw parallels.
So you just want to eat her up?
He created it.
Well, that's a coincidence.
This is well crafted. Yeah, that was a bad choice of words.
Oh, no, don't move, don't move,
Mother.
don't move!
No, don't move.
They're gone. Cherry, all good?
One cup of tea, Marcella, just one.
Oh, good little. Oh, such a good name.
Is it? Oh, maybe it is.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Oh, they're just gone. So what's her face is gonna be okay then? The one who the tree fell on. Ruby's gone.
Ruby?
They took Ruby. What if Ruby never existed? They went back in time and stole Ruby as a baby. Or not that she didn't exist, but...
Ruby? Ruby, are you there?
She's gone, bro. You're the Doctor.
Sorry, but...
Yeah, Ruby's never had this life now.
For your daughter.
Don't be daft. Lulu's not my daughter. I'm fostering her just for a couple
Oh,
of
and she's callous now because she didn't have that experience raising Ruby. Yep, they went back in time and they took Ruby as a baby. Oh shit, this episode just got wild as fuck. This is a terrible day. This is...
What do you want in the spare room?
But damn it, Doc, you should have put that together faster than me.
Cherry, do you remember Ruby?
What you talking about?
Cherry's depressed too. Cherry, and get out. Look how everything's like darker because Ruby brought light into their home.
You had another child named Ruby.
Doc. They're spelling it out for the audience. Never mind.
I'm a foster mother. Just do it now and then, that's all. I've had about 5 or 6.
Oh, and she did less.
Half was life. You fostered 33.
Yeah.
Don't be so stupid.
That's too much like hard work.
Wow.
No way, I just put my name on the list when I need a bit of money.
No, you don't.
That's honestly, that kind of pisses me off. Not the show, but that happens in real life. I know foster parents that do that for cash, pretty much. They're not my friends or anything, but I've ran into folk like that.
Couldn't have a kid full time. It'd be a nightmare. Brat arrives ruining my holiday. Why would I want a daughter when I'm happy as I am?
You're crying.
Then why are you crying?
Yeah. You're empty and alone. Oh.
Why are you?
Look, you have a time machine. Just go back in time and stop the goblins from taking baby Ruby.
They took the baby.
Yeah.
They cracked the timeline. I will fix this.
I like this theme a lot, though. Also, I'd wear his shoes for sure. I'd even wear the deep V, probably. I feel like that's her actual mom. Oh, this was the beginning of the episode. He wasn't there the first... Well, he technically he was. He always was, but you know what I mean. Oh, this song... Alright, wow. Yeah, the gloves, 3%. It was clever to make this goblin song, you know, set to the... to a familiar beat, tune, cadence. Oh, he's making himself heavier and dragging. I was like, what's going on? And dragging the ship down. Oh, you kill the Goblin King and the rest of the goblins go away? The baby's catches the baby. Jesus, that'd be a stressful situation to find yourself in. Just standing next to a church, looking up, and there's a baby falling from the sky. I hate that's in my head. Now I'm gonna have a nightmare about that. I played football and I was terrible. I wasn't bad at catching, but when it felt like everyone was watching, I was terrible at catching. God would be watching in this situation. Dude, look away or I'm gonna drop this fucking baby. Nice, the timeline's saved. And this is the song though. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder if her life's gonna be the same though. It's gotta be. Or you're gonna find out who her mom is. Go. Hey you! What are you doing? Or don't do it? Who walks like that? Angelina Jolie? It's her, dude. It's like a mouse. Subscribe. Like. Yeah, alright. No. This doesn't make sense now. Because if the goblins... maybe it does.
Oh! Happy birthday!
I don't know if the timeline makes sense.
I turned around and you were gone. You were sort of... I don't know, because I was here, but I got a bit lost. But what?
Oh, okay. That explains it.
You were gone, they took you as a baby, so I went back and then...
I've got something. Yes.
I'm sold on these two. I am. Alright? I'm definitely sold on these two.
And next time, it might be.
Wait, how did you know to show up and do this?
Merry Christmas, Davina McCall.
How the hell did he know to do that? When did he get the information that she had been killed by a tree? Maybe I forgot. Maybe there was a moment.
Busy man, sweetheart. You and your box
Who is
of...
this woman?
You look like you've lost a pound and found a sixpence. What's wrong?
Maybe I'm the bad luck.
Possible. Every time you get a companion, you could argue that you bring them bad luck.
Doctor what?
Doctor Who.
What do you mean he went back?
Oh, now she's gonna get to experience the TARDIS for the first time. He's gonna explain it. She's gonna be like, it's bigger on the inside.
Well, you take care.
That's totally the villain. And her mom.
Popped up at the right moment.
Oh, now she's just gonna deduce that he has a time machine?
He said I was taken as a baby. Isn't that what he said just now?
No one's just...
Mrs. Flood, did you see?
Mrs.
There was a man and he was about so... What do you mean?
We walk through that door, it's gonna change your entire life for better and worse. Oh, here she goes. Classic. They probably should have her say it just for old time's sake.
Good luck, Ruby.
Well, she seems to acknowledge, be familiar with all of this.
Who are you?
Cue the music.
I'm the doctor.
Yeah. Oh. I wanted to hear the theme. Like, you know, at the end of 11's premiere episode? Oh, we got more. When he goes, there's one important thing you have to know about me. I'm paraphrasing. I am a madman with a box. I love that. And then the theme music kicks in.
And then it wasn't.
Oh, here we're getting the theme music now. Perfect.
Merry Christmas, Abdul. Stop making such a fuss.
What's this lady's deal? She's looking at me.
Never seen a TARDIS before.
Or new viewers, because I've seen this show before. I enjoyed that. I think everything I hinted at, like jokingly about being an issue, people are actually going to have an issue with. But that's just par for the course now. There's so much contention surrounding this series. Just like there is Star Wars and Marvel, especially now that it's Disney adjacent, you know, and all the reasons, the whys. All right, you'll see a different me at a different time reviewing this because it's late and I don't feel like being on camera anymore. That's just how it is. Goodbye. I read something that said the Doctor has I just read a headline that said that the Doctor has a full-blown wardrobe now. I don't know if that's the case, but in my edit I noticed that he has an additional shirt. But I'm cool with that. If the Doctor just doesn't have his one go-to outfit and is less like an anime character in that way, some people probably prefer that. I don't care. That said, I definitely had my skeptical goggles on while watching this episode. Definitely. Because I was kind of guarded and critical at times. Which is my prerogative, so shut up about it. I think a lot of people were probably that way. Because we always are when you meet new doctors. I say that like I've been watching Doctor Who for 60 years. 1 year, to remind you, just 1 year I've been a Whovian. And you're always guarded when you're acclimatizing to a new doctor because you don't want to let go. Change is difficult. Nobody likes change. Also, in the wake of the last 3 specials, which had a lot of heavy messaging and social commentary, I probably expected more of that here. And that expectation, when you go into something knowing it might preach to you quite a bit, or at least a little bit, it makes you feel very guarded. I think that's the problem with that approach. It's also why people will pick this episode apart, like I was saying before. But this was great. It felt a lot better than I expected not to be preached to all the time. I should say right away and again that that Ncuti Gatwa seems and feels very comfortable as the Doctor. He sort of came out guns blazing here, at least with what he had to work with. I'm tempted to compare this episode to the 11th Hour and Matt Smith's debut, just because I think that's the gold standard in New Who. That premiere episode of the new era when Moffat took over for RTD and Matt Smith was the new Doctor taking over for David Tennant. That episode almost sold everyone right away. And for the people that are open to this new era of Who, I think this episode sells you. Or at least proves that this show still knows how to have fun. It's not as good as the 11th Hour. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. That was way better. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't say sold, because this was one episode. I guess I'm curious to see how the series will explore the depth of his character. Right now, he has the elements of confidence, charisma, and like explanatory dialogue down. His ability to do those monologues that don't always make sense, but of course, they don't have to. He's likable and you trust him. He's that mysterious stranger that shows up and tells you that everything's going to be okay. Like, that's a good description of the Doctor, in my opinion. And that's why that scene with the cop where he tells him that she's going to say yes, his fiance, works really well, because I think it makes you even more confident in his ability to be the Doctor, ironically. I talked about this a little bit in my reaction. I don't know how the Doctor's going to engage with his history, his trauma, his grief, his baggage, that the Doctor always needs to have in order to be the Doctor, because we were told in the previous episode that that's been dealt with, and that's 14. So I have no idea how that's going to work. I thought going into this that maybe we were going to treat him like a newborn baby in a way. But that's not possible because babies don't have any information of what came before. And how can you know something and not feel it at the same time? He'd have to be some sort of robot. It's going to be really tricky to write this character in a way that makes sense with now what came before in the giggle. I might as well bring up, because I mentioned it, Matt Smith's first season again, season 5. It's because I also, while watching that, remember thinking about how quirky and fun 11 was in the wake of Tennant's Doctor. But as the season went on, Smith really sold me on his portrayal of wisdom and weight. And a lot of people talk about this, how he's like a granddad in a young, energetic body without the cultural and generational differences, and not controversial. My grandpa said wild shit, bro. He's a great man, though. Anyway, I believe it was the episode Amy's Choice, where that Dream Lord talks to 11 about how the old man prefers the company of the young. And then when his friends grow old, he never sees them again. I did sort of think about that watching this episode, because now the Doctor's with Ruby, the youngest companion we've seen, maybe since Rose. I don't remember how old Rose was. Early 20s, late teens. Ruby's 19. I get that this show probably just has Ruby because they want to appeal to Gen Z, but he's sort of like, there doesn't seem to be a lot of growth there, but I'm probably just overthinking that. So I guess it's very similar to the first episode of New Who in a way, because much of that first episode followed Rose more than the Doctor, right? We kind of meet the Doctor through Rose's perspective. And here we're following Ruby a lot more and meeting this new Doctor through her POV. That said, the Doctor's not really fleshed out here. It's just the Doctor being the Doctor, this new Doctor being his version of the Doctor in action, which is what good debut episodes do. The Doctor shows what he can do and then he wins. It's not a character study. And that's the right way to do it. Show viewers how much fun they're going to have moving forward. That's pretty much how they've introduced every Doctor. Maybe not Capaldi's. You know, typically the show itself changes and evolves with the new Doctor. And that's the case here for sure. That said, I should stop mentioning past Doctors because Ncuti very much did his own thing here. It's just going to be really interesting to see how they flesh him out. And I'm imagining all sorts of avenues. I suppose it could revolve around birth parents, figuring out where you come from so that the show can align his journey with the Rubies, because she's very much invested in the same sort of thing. And that would deepen their connection. I don't know how many times we've really seen the Doctor and a companion experience the same arc or something akin to that simultaneously. There's that moment in this episode where Ncuti begins to cry with Ruby's mom as she contemplates what she's missing, and the Doctor mourns what she's lost, what the world's lost. And that's a truly emotional and sort of complex moment I didn't really think about the first time around. It showcases Ncuti's ability to perform in the sort of depth that I'm talking about. In that case, like how much the Doctor values and respects time and timelines and the role human beings play, especially the ones he cares for or about. Ultimately, I think the casting of Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson is spot on. They have great chemistry and are a load of fun to watch. As for a Christmas special, it had just the right of Christmassy for my taste. However, I am the type of person that considers Die Hard a Christmas film. It was fun and it was silly, which is exactly what it wanted to be. You can definitely tell that was the intention. Plot holes, sure. But some of the best Doctor Who episodes are full of plot holes. They just succeed in their execution and confidence. Like, you can do some crazy things in this show. Things that sound ridiculous on paper, but if you commit to them, it'll work. That statement's not necessarily true. You still have to do it with tact and taste. But if you embrace the idea of musical numbers in Doctor Who, Not to mention the ones that deal with the consumption of babies. That was something else. The new Sonic doesn't bother me. I mean, whatever. I'm sure some people hate it. Sorry. Goblins. They worked as villains in this, although they were entirely one-dimensional. They were more plot devices than characters. But I like the piratey vibe because I like pirate stuff. The CGI looked good, I guess. Don't really know. It looked fine on my TV. I thought this episode as a whole looked really bright and crisp, aside from the Rubyless world that it depicted. And Mrs. Flood, she's somebody. Put your theories down below, because I don't know. She's the reincarnation of fill in the blank. And that's all I have for this one. Big love to everyone who's bored enough to join me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe, dislike for cathartic reasons. Drink water, stay young, and remember, don't be an idiot. Be a buffoon. Peace.